Hello friends, welcome. So in this video we are going to see basic syntax in Python. So here first of all I will start with a single line comment. So in Python if you have to write a comment line then you need to use hash key. So whatever you write after the hash key, so it will be treated as comment. So this is my first comment. Okay. And after that if I type the second comment, so it is not going to allow because the hash key is used for only single line comment. So if we have to write multi-line comment, then what we have to use? We have to use these triple quotes. And here in between the triple quotes, whatever you write, then it will be treated as a multi-line comment. So this is first line, this is second line. So this way, this code block which is inside this single or multi-line comment, it is not going to execute, but it will be treated as a comment. So as long as you are not putting this string and assigning it to the variable, it is treated as comment. Okay. So moving on, let me show you another thing is that here, if I define one function, so the function can be add function. So in this add function, if I will type a comma b and here, so if this is some kind of function and which returns the summation of this a plus b. So here, what the message I am going to convey from this function, which is we have defined as with the name add. So here, I in this triple quote, so if I write something that the information about this function, so param a, param b, and return. So mm, this is a this is an addition function. Okay, so if I type this and if I'm going to print this add dot, and you see there is one option which is doc. So this doc field, what is going to print this entire document, it is going to print. So if I run this code, then you see that the documentation which is mentioned here is that this is an addition function, the parameter a, parameter b, and return value. So we can actually convey through this docstring that what this function is for. So here is also another case where we are using this as a docstring. So if we are not specifying anything here, then a comma, okay, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3. So if this is some kind of addition function, if I run, then it is going to print none because we haven't actually we are not calling that doc field. Okay. And after this, so there is a set of rules defined for the writing the variables. So in typical, so variables usually should be written in lowercase. So if I type name is equal to Tom, so this Tom name is assigned here. And if I actually write first name, so typically this type of naming we should avoid, and we should write if there are multiple words in the variable name, then we should add underscore. So this is a set of guidelines that we have to follow so that the code should be a readable format and you can easily figure out which one is a variable and where to find the particular variable. So typically the variables should be written in a lowercase, and if there are multiple words in that variable, then you can add underscore. So after that, the Python is very case sensitive language. So if I type first name, so if I type this, so these both variables, the first name and this first name, both variable are treated differently because Python is case sensitive language, and if I print both the variables, so if I print this first name like this and another first name here and run the code, then you see that Tom and Roy, they are treated differently even though the name is first name. Because of this capital first letter, it is treated as different. So remember, Python is case sensitive. So whenever you are writing or defining any variable or any function, you should uh, pay particular attention to this thing. After that, the variable name should be descriptive. So here, the first name is very descriptive and is should be meaningful. So it's a practice of writing the clean code. Another thing is that so if you actually remove the space after this equal symbol, then you see that there is this warning. If I hover over this warning, so it's a pipette warning. It is mentioning that missing white space around the operator. So it is an clean code practice to add a single space before and after the assignment operator. So here that error is gone. At the end of this line is this file at line number 6, you can see that there is one small warning at the closing parenthesis. So what is this warning is that no new line at the end of file. What does this mean? That in the particular Python file you should actually give additional line at the end of the file, so that that warning will not be shown, and this code is treated as per the pipette styling guide. So after this, we have these variables. So variables are something which we can define with any value here. So if I am writing this string and assigning it to the variable here, I can write so 1 2 3 and assign it. So the Python variables are treated as per the value. So in Python, we don't need to specify the data type before actually writing the variable and assigning the value. So whatever the value you will assign, so as per this, it will treat that variable data type. So how to check the variable data type? So there is one type function. So if I type in and around this first name, and also I will type here in and around this first name with first letter capital. So if I run this code, then you can see that the first type of this first name is integer and another one is string. So this is what we change this value, so that's why it is treated as int. So if I write a string again and run, then you can see that both data types are treated as string. So what are different data types in Python? So we are going to see the primitive data types, the basic data types in Python. So there are numerical data types. So first of all, in this numerical data type, you can see that if I actually assign a is equal to 1 2, so this is an integer. So if I type a print a, so here you see this warning. Okay, this warning was because we haven't closed this. So we are adding another line at the end of the file. So you see that a is equal to 12, and if I print, then it is printing me the this value of a. After that, if I actually check the type of the a, so type is integer. So in Python, we have integer and as well as we have float. So if you change the value of this a variable to 12.5, so that means we are adding the decimal value. So if we add the decimal value, then type gets changed from the integer to float. So this way, this type is changed to float. If I type this this a variable to uh, assign a variable to the string value, then the type will be string. So these are the primitive data types. Also we have one more data type in the Python, which is complex data type. So what is mean by complex data type? So when you're writing the complex function, so complex data type, so here if I type 25j in Python, if you type j, then it is treated as like a complex number. So if you see that the type of this a variable will be complex. Also we have a boolean data type. So if I type true, a is equal to true, and if I run this code, then you can see that the type will be bool. Bool is for boolean. Remember in Python, the boolean value that we are typing is should be starting with capital letter, first letter. So here the true is T capital, and here I will type false, so which is also a boolean value, true or false. So this way you can actually type these primitive data types in Python. In future, in next video, we are going to see the string manipulation in Python. So that's it for now. Thank you.